Ellie here. Today I'm going to show you how to play a patience game. So that's a game for one player with a deck of cards called Clock Patience. Now, Clock Patience is a game of pure luck. I don't usually play games of pure luck, but I might play this if I really don't want to think about very much at all. There is no strategy, no tactics, no choice at all in this game, so bear that in mind as you're watching this video. However, this game is really, really good for younger children to teach them about how the deck works, the different cards within the deck, the suits, and even the clock. So it was all based around a clock. There are 12 piles and they represent the numbers around the clock. So we start with 1 here. So that would represent aces, and then 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we go to Jack, Queen, and any kings we get are going to go in the middle. So starting with one of the piles, the top card on the pile in the middle, we're going to turn over the card and it's a 5. So we put it over here next to this card and we pick up the top card here, it's a 9. And it goes over here next to the 9 pile, pick up a card, it's an ace, which is a 1 in this game, and it's going to go next to the 1 pile. And that's it. That's how you keep going, really. That goes that goes next to the 7 pile, pick up this. That's a 12 in this game. That goes up here. Another 12. A 10. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get all of the cards in the clock face out before you get 4 kings in the middle. So we haven't got any kings yet, so we're doing really well. That's a 6, that's going to go down at the bottom. A 4, it's this pile. And sooner or later, I'm sure we'll uncover a king, which will have to go in the middle. And so, you know, the cards are just going to work themselves out. So you can see it's really good for number recognition. It's really good for learning about the clock face. You could play this game if you're trying to teach your child how to tell the time properly. Or if you just want them to get used to a deck of cards. I can't believe we haven't had any kings yet. That's a 6. 7. You know this might even come out. Of course, it's far too early to say. Ah, there's our first king. So that goes in the middle and we take our second card. Oh no, another king. A 5. We've got all the 5 pile out now. We've got all 4 5s there. We're not going to see any more. So we need to do that with all of the different piles before the king pile. You see, now it's very unlikely because one of these cards is a king, and as soon as we find it, we lose. The only way you win this game is if the king is the last card that you reveal. So as you can see, it's not going to come out very often, and there we are. But we can, if we want to keep track of how well we've done, and of course it's nothing to do with how well we've done because it's pure luck. If we want to keep track, then we can count up how many we've got out in each, or we can count out how many we've got left and try and beat the score next time. So that is Clock Patience.